there, and welcome back to Building the Boys now, issue 118 of Hachette's Build the Titanic. We're getting close to the end, aren't we? There's only 22 to go after this one. Can you believe that? 22, that's it. In this one, we are putting the engine room bulkheads in. So a bit more work to that engine room. It's not labour intensive by any means. We're literally slotting in the bulkheads and screwing them in place. So it's going to be light work, but necessary work, and it's going to help that engine room be an engine room, because at the moment it's just an engine sat in a hull. We're actually going to build a room. It's going to have walls and a ceiling. Lovely stuff. After this one, so in 119, we'll be doing the deck head, which goes above it, and the uprights. So it'll look nice. At the end of this one, we'll be having our Titanic talk. We'll be talking about the very, very, very weird link a modern day nursery has with Titanic. It's a weird story, but it's a good story. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. Without further ado, let's get this one open, let's take a look at what we've got, and let's get it installed. Damn it, these exclusive limited edition Build with the Boys key rings just keep getting in the way. I swear that's not product placement. Right, let's have a look what comes inside 118. Two different sets of screws. What is that? Some stuff in the lid. Right, so this is, there we go. So there is one bulkhead. No texture to it, it's just smooth, flat, that's fine. In this one, we have what feel like the uprights. Yeah, one. So there's one of those in there. Okay, and then in the final envelope, we have, there we go. So that's what we've got. We got those. We got some NP screws. That's a new one on me. And we have AP screws. So going into plastic. So no need to use the old 3-in-1 trick because we are going into plastic. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I've got the hole the wrong way around at the moment for what I want to be doing. So I'm going to flip that round and we will get these installed. Okay, so this is the section we're working on. And taking the larger of the two bulkheads that we've got, this is going to slip down into here, like so. And it's going to sit over there like that. And then we're going to hold this in place with two of the MP screws, and they're going to go in here. Let's get one in. Now, don't tighten this one up. Put this one in so it's in. Get the other one in, line it up, then tighten them up. Otherwise, it could be a bit of a nuisance if it's crooked. Right. One there. It's a terrible view for you, but don't worry, it's nearly done. Okay. So I'll tighten that one. These are long screws, man. Right. Move over to this one. Tighten this up. There you go. So we'll hold it right down into place. Tighten this one over here. Move this camera. There we go. So that's that one in. Let's move on. Now this is the area the ship we're moving to. We're going to take our second one, and this is going to slot in. It is snug, but it will go. There we go. That fits in there. Now we do the exact same thing. I'm going to hold that in place with two of the AP screws. So I'm going to get those screwed in now. So take our AP screw, going to drop down into here. Same as before. What we're going to do is we're going to tighten this to a bit. So we've still got some wobble to it. Then we're going to put the other one in. And we do the same thing with that one. So let me load this one up. There we are. Just tighten that all the way down. Now tighten this one too. Don't over tighten it because it's plastic. If you over tighten it, all you can do is crack the plastic. You don't want to do that. There we go. So now we have, this is now in a room. It's not our engine room, it's an actual engine room. Looking nice. But that is all I believe that's all there is to do. We're not doing anything with the we're not. So we have the overheads. We have this piece left over. We're not doing anything with it. Let's have a chat. So that's that one done, nice and simple. But now we've got a room, so it's not just it's its own compartment. So as opposed to it just happens to be in a big empty hole. Now it's sandwiched in. It's looking good, right? In the next one, we were putting the roof on that, so it will be a completely enclosed room. Beautiful thing. It looks. I mean, it looks different now. It genuinely does look different now. We've got it sandwiched in. It's looking nice, and it's also got that final feel to it. I feel like a lot of what we're doing in the Titanic now is feeling final. It's feeling like we're doing the last bits, which is, it's emotional. This is what it is. That's all for the build instructions. If you are to stick around those, thank you for stopping by. Please remember to like and subscribe, helps us massively. If you are sticking around for our Titanic talk, we are talking about Busy Bee's Nursery in St Albans. Busy Bee's Nursery in St Albans. Well, why are we talking about that? Because it's got a very weird link to the Titanic, but I think a culturally relevant one. This is what the place looks like. Now, I haven't posted any pictures of what it looks like now because I don't want to put people's kids on the internet, but this is what the building that is now St Albans Nursery looks like. So it's a very grand house, but it's now a nursery, which a lot of these are. My kids went to a nursery that was also once a very large home. And what's weird about that nursery in particular is the interior of it kind of looks like the interior of the Titanic. It's got the same wood effect. It's got the same style. It's got the same design. Some of the tiles, the original tiles, are still in there. Look very similar to pictures that people have seen of Titanic and Olympic and like so. Was it an enthusiast that lived there or something else? Well, remarkably, it was something else. So the person that lived in that house before it was a nursery was H.C. McElraith. Now, if that name resonates with you, it's because he was the director of White Star Line, and that was his home. So it would suggest that he had a star that he liked, right? So I don't know if the house came first or the ship came first, or if it was like, I'll tell you what, come around and do my house and we'll talk about you getting the ship contract, or he liked the ship so much he was like, make my house look like that. I like it. Going leftover materials, boys. Whip round, stick it in my my dining room. I don't know, but they find certain bits and pieces of White Star Line around, and the strangest thing they found was in the basement on the wall was a very large chalk drawing of a ship. Now, it wasn't Olympic, Britannic, or Titanic. The belief is it was going to be the next one. So the ship drawn on the wall in the basement is believed to be the very rough sketch of what the next Titan was going to be. They don't have names or anything like that, and it is a very crude chalk drawing. But that is the remarkable link between a modern day nursery and the Titanic. So you can feel it in there. It's all kind of as it was. And it does kind of look like the Titanic. But again, I'd be interested to know how that came about. Was it like, I like this style, make it like that? Or was it literally a case of, I'll tell you what, if we get the Titanic deal, we'll come and do your house? You know, I don't know. Or was he using his own labourers to come and do his own gaff? I don't know, but that's what happened. Remarkable. And this is the thing. I mean, throughout England, there are places you wouldn't think are associated, not just England, the UK, there are places you wouldn't think associated with Titanic that have a link. You know, they provided something to it. We spoke about the Wrexham beer. We spoke about clearly Belfast links with the Titanic, where it was built, where the anchor came from, where different people came from, and it all sort of came together. So you can feel its echo all around, and we still find remarkable stories like that. It's amazing, right? But that's a true story. So that is where the director of White Star Line lived. He was the guy that commissioned the Titanic. So now you know. That's all for this one. We will be back incredibly soon, where we will be putting in the roof of the engine room in issue 119. Then we do have issue 120, which is some supports. So we're rocketing through these this month. that's all from me. If you haven't yet, please remember to like and subscribe. That helps our channel massively. It really does. And we really do appreciate your help. If you'd like to contact us, you can contact us at buildingtheboys@outlook.com. But until then, the world where you can be anything at all, just be nice. Take care, and I'll see you very, very soon for issue 119. Take care, and I'll see you then.